Christ Family Church, Pastor Zachary here. I am with our new staff members, Jake Soltow, our worship director, and Spencer Connor, our Youth and Connections director. And I'm excited to just get to ask you a few questions and for you to tell the church a little bit about who you are and for us to also memorialize it within YouTube for the rest of eternity so that, you know, in 300 years, as Christ Family Church has progressed and everything, they can look back and be like, wow, cool. They had this guy as, you know, the worship director, this guy, if YouTube continues that long.
Yeah.
So, cool. So just go around or introduce yourself. Go around. We're not in a circle. We're just looking at a circle. Introduce yourself. Tell me about who you are.
Yeah. Hey, church family. My name is Spencer Connor. I just started as the youth director here. It's been great so far. I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia. So Georgia Bulldog, Atlanta Braves, all that. I guess we're in Cubs country up here, but like,
is that what sport is that?
Like baseball.
Oh,
yeah, I'm talking I'm talking baseball.
I don't think we don't. They don't really care about that. It's all Hawkeyes here.
Well, that's football.
That's everything. That is everything.
Oh,
black and gold, black and yellow.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that's embarrassing.
Cool. I mean, I'm sure there are some Cub fans.
I live on the Illinois side, so they care about.
Yeah, they
Cubs.
care about
okay,
the Cubs.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyways, but from Atlanta, Georgia originally. Been doing ministry for about 5-7 years. Lived in North Carolina, Kentucky for a good amount of time. My wife is actually originally from this area. She's from Monmouth, which is like an hour away. But then she lived in the Quad Cities for a long time. And then I worked at World Relief before I worked here. That's actually how I met Pastor Zachary. And really, really grateful to be on staff here.
And then you also, so your bachelor's is in biblical studies, correct?
Ministry, biblical studies, yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
And then transitioning, your degree is in theology and worship, correct? And music?
Biblical studies and music. Yeah.
Cool. Well, tell us about yourself, Jake.
Yeah. So I've been here since
January.
So it's been it's 2 months. But yeah, lead worship here, and I'm from the Quad Cities. So I grew up in Coal Valley. Lived in Kansas City for about 5 years, and then we ended up making our way back. So went to Southwest Baptist University, degree in biblical studies and music, and
you worked with youth and music, but then also cool thing about him is that you were a professional musician for a few bands, correct?
Correct. Yep.
Tell them about that.
That's
an interesting fact.
Yeah. So I played bass for a band called We Are a Vessel. They're a Christian rock band, and that's actually kind of how I reconnected with my now wife Ariel. And we knew each other in college, but then I was on a tour down in Florida, and she was like, "Hey, I live in Florida, so I'll come to one of your shows." So she did, and actually she missed the show because she got a flat tire. So
oh my god,
she drove like 4 hours to go see the show, but then got a flat tire, so she couldn't see it.
It's just how it always is, man.
Yeah, it's like, but you know,
did she have the hots for you then?
I think she was curious.
Oh, okay.
I don't think she was fully on board yet. But
That's great. Okay, so next question, really deep, theologically important. Coke or Pepsi?
Oh gosh, Coke.
Oh man, yeah, probably Coke.
Interestingly
really?
enough, though, I've actually lived in both cities that Coke and Pepsi were invented in.
Really?
Obviously, Atlanta, Georgia is where Coke was invented, and then when I was in North Carolina, I lived in New Bern, North Carolina, which is the birthplace of Pepsi.
Wow.
So, and it was actually really depressing because, like, growing up, like, I drank Coke my entire life.
Yeah.
And then I moved to North Carolina, and they were like, "What's Coke? Like, we don't have that here. Like, do you mean Pepsi?"
Pepsi's disgusting.
Yeah,
it's too sweet.
They do have like the Nitro Pepsi.
Yeah.
Vanilla.
I've never had that.
It's actually really, really good. But nothing compares to Coke.
Yeah. If we'd been in Texas and I'd asked a Texan, they would have said Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Or sweet tea.
Oh yes. Yeah, y'all don't know what sweet tea is up here.
Yeah.
So
my wife moved to the South to be with me from up here, and she discovered sweet tea.
Yeah.
And has fallen in love with sweet tea.
Yes.
And now she comes back up here, and Like they have sweet tea, but
Y'all should
it's
come
just
over.
Not,
We'll make it.
not great.
It's not sweet
Yeah.
tea unless it's like syrup as it's coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
okay,
did experience that.
So, what is your favorite thing about leading worship?
Man, that's deep.
That's deep.
That's deep. I think what I love about leading worship is I love the corporate aspect of it.
Yeah.
I just love providing a way for everybody collectively to give praise to the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I love that family dynamic about it. So.
That's good, and you do a really good job of it too. So, in case you don't know, Jake not only like picks out songs, but he rigorously goes through the lyrics and makes sure like not only are they theologically correct, but that it's teaching us something. And you even like you link it up with my sermon too. So if you are listening to those sermons or the songs, especially the one after the sermon, it usually links up with a lesson or an aspect that I was teaching on, correct? Yeah. So that's like a passion of yours to do.
It is. Yeah. I just think it's deep, but I think we're going to be held accountable for everything that we sing on a Sunday morning, and I think it should be theologically correct. I think that it needs to be heartfelt, and it especially needs to just like, it needs to be. I do like it. It doesn't have to be connected to the message always, but I do enjoy when it's connected to the message because I think that it can help some to, others are just going to sing whatever, and that's totally cool, but I think that it does help for others to kind of connect those dots. That you guys might be like a little bit more contemplative, and maybe you're not, super into like, the singing portion isn't necessarily like your cup of tea, but for those that are a little bit more contemplative, it's a way for them to worship as well. So,
well, that's an important aspect of the service, because I mean, I've talked with some people who gave their life to Christ not during the sermon, but during worship, because the words were so convicting. They were like, "Oh my goodness, I'm not a Christian," and became a Christian during worship before the sermon even started. Wow. So I think that's an important part of our service. So, asked you about your favorite thing about worship. What's your favorite thing about like leading youth?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is teaching students that following Jesus, it sounds funny, but like can actually be fun.
Yeah.
And like being in relationship with God can actually be like the most fulfilling thing that you'll ever experience. And so like, youth ministers kind of have a bad rap of, or not necessarily a bad rap, but sort of a funny rap of, just doing crazy stuff. And I love doing that because it shows students that like, hey, we can gather as the body of Christ and go throw fruit against the wall, or go smash a car to pieces, and or go do a slip and slide, or go to summer camp. And like we can do all these like really, really fun things as a community together and still be worshiping God.
That's good.
And helping students to understand that like they, as they are right now as 13, 14, 15-year-olds, like can still be just as actively a part of the church body as someone who's in their 30s, 40s, or 50s or older.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about Christ Family is there's such a huge emphasis on like these youth that are here. They are equal members of our church. They're not just like kids we're just gonna shove into a room and not think about. Like we're gonna actively take part in a role within their discipleship formation as Christ followers.
Yeah, we have middle schoolers who are members here who can vote on stuff and approve the budget and everything.
Yeah, exactly. And I love that, and I love just getting to be a part of youth ministry and creating experiences for them that really just show off the wonder and the fun and just the beauty of God in both preaching and activities. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so then you shared one of your favorite things about CFC. What is one of your favorite things about Christ Family Church? And you said this during your interview too, or you answered it. What is it now though? Like 2 months in, has it changed?
Man, I don't remember what I said, but I don't know if this is the same answer, but I love just the family aspect of it. I know it sounds really cliche, but just the community is it's genuine. True. And that's what I really enjoy. I enjoy connecting with people and just it's just like a family here.
Yeah.
Like, people actually really care about you, and
True.
it encourages you to genuinely care about others as well. So
Awesome.
What do you like about CFC, Zachary?
What do I love about CFC? I just, again, love the family. I think that's one of the things Blair and I noticed just in our interviews. Like, I was interviewing at a lot of churches for senior pastor positions, and they were just like very stodgy and, upright. And then I met with Christ Family Church, and they're like, "What's up?" And you could tell the people loved each other. They loved the church. There was just this difference where, again, it felt like a family, And I was like, okay, I can be a part of that. I want to be a part of that. And yeah, so that's why Blair and I picked up everything and moved to Iowa. I've never heard of anybody saying like, I really want to move to Iowa. But Blair and I were like, we want to move to Iowa. So yeah, become a Hawkeye or a Tornado. That's the other college, right?
Cyclones.
The Cyclones. Okay.
It's Iowa State.
Gosh, I'm possibly gonna make a lot of people mad on this video.
Is this playing on Sunday morning?
No, but like the Cub fans, the Cyclones. So sorry. Yeah. Favorite meal, really quickly. What's your favorite thing to eat? Favorite thing, like your wife cooks all the time. Like I see her posting on Instagram. What's your favorite meal?
I don't know if I have a favorite meal. My wife,
Okay.
I don't mean, I'm not just trying to get brownie points, but she's literally so good at cooking that I don't think I have a favorite. She cooks so many great things.
It's like everything she touches is
An after church Sammy that's like that thick.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I'd say, this is also cliche, but my favorite food is probably just pizza.
Okay.
But like,
it has everything that you need.
Yeah.
Like it's all the food groups all in one.
Right.
Yeah.
All the carbs.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Your veggies and the tomato sauce, meat. Yeah.
I mean, as far as what Ariel cooks, I don't even know. Like,
Yeah.
You just gotta follow her page
Okay.
To find your favorite. But
Plug in for the wife.
Plug it in for shameless plug. Let's
It's
go.
right here below. Follow Ari.
link in the bio.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
Like,
I
comment,
don't even have a
subscribe.
favorite because it's all good. But
Okay, that's awesome. What's your favorite meal?
My favorite thing to eat by far, and I can eat it as many times during the day, during the week, is cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
I love cheeseburgers.
yeah,
I also love pizza too. That's probably like my second favorite food group is
Yeah.
pizza. Love burgers and fries.
I saw this Instagram meme and it was like, all of these things are good separately, meat, veggie, blah, blah, in your cheese. And it's like, but when we put it on a bun, it's bad.
Yeah.
I was like, that's very good. And then they were like, well, the sodium and all that stuff, but
Yeah.
whatever. It's okay.
The
I love
the
burgers.
more grease, the better.
Yeah, that's great. Well, if you have a good burger recommendation, please let Spencer know. If you have a good
Please.
pizza recommendation that isn't Harris Pizza, please let Jake know.
What's your deal with Harris Pizza?
It wasn't good. I'll take Happy Joe's above that. Like, yeah, the Happy Joe's, what was it? Sauerkraut pizza. That was
Was it
good.
good?
Yeah. It's nothing that I'll ever crave. You don't wake up in the morning going sauerkraut pizza, but it was good.
Yeah.
Have you had Casey's taco pizza? Because that's like
No.
a big deal up here.
Have you had Casey's breakfast pizza?
No.
oh man.
Oh,
you need that.
Casey's Pizza is like its own niche, like
Yeah.
obsession in the Quad Cities.
It's like because it's soggy. and,
everyone
like,
tells me about you have Casey's Pizza.
Yeah.
And I think I've only had it once. I had the taco pizza, and it was good.
I had never eaten pizza out of a gas station before in my life before I came here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Cool.
we might need to change your life like today.
Yeah.
So
Do that for lunch. Go get Casey's Pizza.
yeah.
I don't even know if they still serve breakfast pizza.
Oh yeah. We'll need to go
We'll
get breakfast
find
pizza.
out. We'll find out.
Cool. Well, if you would like to get Spencer some breakfast pizza, he's working here Sundays through Thursdays, and yeah,
Bring it by.
just kidding. But thanks you guys for doing this. I hope you got to learn a little bit more about our new staff members. They are great. They're my friends and also just wonderful people. And I know they would love to just get to know you on a Sunday. So come up, ask them a question, or berate them for choosing Coke over Pepsi if you are that, or congratulate them. And yeah, any other stuff we need to closing comments?
Blessings.
Yeah,
Peace and blessings.
Yep.
cool. Good.
You guys are great.
We love you guys, and we'll see you Sunday morning at 9:30. Bye.